Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Sunday Wake Up Sprints. I'm feeling a bit under the weather today, so don't mind me. It has been a trying few days. I don't know exactly what bug I caught, but I definitely caught a bug, okay? Um, but it's not gonna let me stop myself. Although, hold up, let me blow my nose. And I'm back. Okay, sorry about that. Whew. Y'all, sickness is not fun, not fun, but it gives me time to stay home. Although yesterday I didn't really do anything because I felt so bad. Like I got up and I sat down, well, we ate or whatever, and then I just kind of stared into space for an hour, like literally stared into space. Just my husband's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm just breathing," and then just zoned out for like an hour, and then I was like, "Let's watch some television," and we put on a show, and I watched like 30 minutes of it, and I'm sitting there in a recliner in a chair across from him because I'm like, "You don't need whatever bug I got," so I'm in another chair, and then I sat there and I'm falling asleep. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm one of the people that put the blanket over my head. So I put the blanket over my head and I'm sitting there and he's like, "You've been sleeping for 4 hours." Oh man. Feeling a bit better today, but still under the weather. I'm hoping I'm feeling better tomorrow because I have to go to work. Oh man. Hey Cherie, how are you doing this morning? What's going on, y'all? Hope that y'all are feeling better and not feeling bad like myself. Ugh. I'm hoping I'm on the mend. It started with just like a little sore throat, and then I woke up the next day, and then it was like full on sore throat, and that went away, and then all the congestion and nose blowing and just malaise started. So, y'all, not a fun time. Not a fun time at all. But I got my books, although I did no reading yesterday. And did I do any reading the day before? I did very minimal reading the day before. I don't even think I got on any sort of sprint or anything yesterday. I think I went on IG to message somebody and went down the rabbit hole for a little bit. But other than that, I was to myself, y'all. Not around, not around, not around. Ooh. Oh, Cherie says, still laying in bed reading Harlem Rhapsody by Victoria Christopher Murray, Duback Library on Tuesday. Ooh, get to it, get to it. How are you liking it? Feeling better. I have this. Yeah, it's sick season. I don't think I've been sick. I'm trying to think when the last time I'm sick. Everybody in my office has gotten sick, work. So um, I'm thinking it's my time. I've been trying to stay away from them, but I work with sick people. I work in a hospital. So I work with sick people, and we're human, we're sick. And it's funny because they always say if you're sick, stay home. No, they don't. They do not. That's something corporate wants to tell you. If you're sick, stay home. When we show up and my boss is like, "Oh, you got the sniffle," she's like, "Okay, just make sure you wear your mask." Well, I wear a mask anyway, and I still got my ass sick. Okay, so this whole just put your mask on. Yeah, okay, no, y'all, and that's coming from someone in healthcare. We get sick, and we treat you while we're sick. Okay, so yeah. Uh, excuse me. But if we're like really, really sick, we do call out. And we've had some people been calling out quite a bit. Like one lady, I mean, people don't have to tell you about they call out, but the one girl's called out twice in the last 2 days. Don't know if she's sick or whatnot, but we've had two other people that have called out for several shifts in a row because they were sick. And it takes a lot, at least for me. Maybe I'm giving people credit, but it normally takes a lot for healthcare people to call out from work because we deal with things that are sick. A little sniffle is not going to keep me from going to work, y'all. A raging headache and runny nose, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to feel really bad. I had laryngitis where I couldn't talk once, and that took me from going to work. I would have gone otherwise. But I was talking like this. You can't go around work talking like this. So that was definitely not a good thing. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping I'm feeling better. I've been hydrating like crazy, y'all. I got a whole water bottle here. Let me hydrate. Make sure y'all hydrate. And I've been drinking tons of tea. I'm tired of tea, and that says a lot because I love tea. But it's like constant bathroom all day with tea. And this is decaf, but it's annoying. Oh, yeah. So I hope you feel better too. I'm Shireen, because but it's a good thing to stay home. Like I planned actually to go out yesterday to a festival, and so I was a bit peeved because it stifled my husband from going somewhere too. And we were talking about maybe going today, and I don't know if I necessarily want to go out around a bunch of people when I'm not 100%. And it was only today and tomorrow, so that may be a wrap on that particular festival and just not hit it up this year. So it is what it is. Prioritize health. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure he won't be butthurt. He has his video games. He got to play video games all day yesterday, which, he works from home. That's what he does. He plays video games all day and watches TV. So that's his enjoyment. So I'm pretty sure he wasn't butthurt that I put a blanket over my head while we were watching TV and fell asleep, and he got to play video games. Because when I woke up, I stared into space again for another 2 hours. It's just, and then eventually it was like 8 o'clock, and it's like, you want to watch something? Like, yeah, okay. Raleigh said, "Oh, I hope you get to feeling better." I hope so too. I hope so too. Today is my day to get it together somehow. I feel better now than I did when I woke up yesterday. So can't complain too much. So I think I'm gonna take some Dayquil on the first break. I already got my tea here, and I got my water bottle there. So we shall see. Anyway, so what are y'all going to be reading here? What are y'all going to be reading? Update on mine. I was reading the Gilda stories with Miss Jaleesa, reading Beyond the Book Cover, and we have since completed that bad boy. It was pretty good. It was very slow paced, but pretty good. Not what I thought, but I still enjoyed it. So we finished that, and now I am reading The Coldest Winter Ever, which was not on my TBR, and my Kindle's at 3%. Awesome. Let me go ahead and steal the computer cord. So I'm reading The Coldest Winter Ever because none of the books I had put on the Libby were coming through. So I started this, and now, of course, they're coming through. So I'm hoping to finish this in the next few days so I can pick up Yinka. Where's your husband? I did read The Secret Life of Church Ladies the other day. Lex at Lex Reads, awesome booktuber, y'all. She is all about the Black books and creating a Black library. She's having a book discussion tonight. Ooh, what time is that, by the way? I want to be with that. It's a Zoom, so if y'all interested, it's still not too late. It's at 5 p.m. So if y'all are interested, that is the book club book for this month. So I got an audio for that, which was amazing. It was only 4 hours, very short. So if y'all want to read that book, so good, so good, so good, so good, y'all. So good, so good, good, good. But anyway, so I did that yesterday morning. So while I was it yesterday morning? No, it was the day before yesterday. It was Friday. So that was the last book I read. I haven't read anything really since. So I was trying to make myself feel better, and I actually got worse, but I did finish that book. So luckily there. So so we're going to be reading The Coldest Winter Ever by Sister Souljah. Let me know if y'all read any of these books. Hello, Elena. How are you doing, Miss Lady? What's going on? And you are live and in color. Love it, love it. I'm great reading Mechanize My Hands to War. Hold up. Mechanize My Hands to Wars by Aaron Wagner. That sounds very intricate. Wow. Okay. Well, I hope that you enjoy that book. That title does not spark to me at all. I hope you enjoyed it, man. Ugh, I gotta read. Let me look that one up. Mechanize my hand to wars. That's a title. That sounds almost political. That don't sound like something I would think you would. Let me see. Let's see what it make about my hands to war. Mm, that cover is scary. Implications of AI on humanity. Oh, you going deep, girl. Okay. I ain't mad at it. I don't think I would be reading this one though. Let me see. Mechanize my hands to war. Okay, so this is Elena's book. This sounds like one of them deep introspections to humanity. 320 pages. Emergence of emergence of artificial life intersects with state violence and political extremism in rural Appalachia, where startling, intimate portraits of survival and empathy bloom against a stark backdrop of loss. Huh. Well, okay. That's not my thing at all. Hey, that's a deep one. I think that one's over my head there, lady. Okay, well, you have fun with that book for sure. That seems like a book that is going to give you some very interesting and starks of reality to think about. Uh, I'm not at that. My head is foggy right now, truthfully, so I can't even wrap my head around that topic. But it sounds like it'll be a good one. Definitely one of those books that'll make you think about life and technology and politics and AI and how that all comes together. So I hope that you thoroughly enjoy it. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's get to the first sprint. And I have a fun timer. I've learned that I don't get copyright, at least the one time I did this, if I don't have the music on here. So hopefully this works the second time around. Okay. So I got a cute little puppy dog timer here. Let's see. 45. As you know, on Sunday, we do 45, then we're out. Okay. So here's what we got right here. So choose your pup. Who's going to win? I'm going to call it I normally love my purple, but I'm going to go ahead and choose red doggy up here at the top. Okay. Or brown doggy, whatever. Red, brown. Looks like it got a little mask on. I'm going to choose number 4. Where y'all at? Choose your pup. Choose your pup. Gonna see who wins. Excuse me. Let's see. Choose your. There we go. All right, hopefully you can still read them. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna get the race started. 45 minutes on the timer, and we are going to go from there, okay? Let me know in the comments what you're reading and what pup you got, okay? Happy reading, y'all. Hey y'all, sorry to interrupt, but I just noticed that this timer said 4 hours. Hold up, that's not right. Let me go ahead and clear this. I want to change this. Sorry, I messed up somewhere. Hold up. Let me go ahead and fix this. I'll be right back. Okay. Keep reading though. I'm gonna adjust the timer as needed. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I don't know. I was sitting there looking, it don't look right. All right, there we go. Sorry about that. Tan Dog won, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Okay. Let me know how your reading's going and if the dog you pick won. Okay. Looks like Tan Dog pulled it out the park. Okay. I had to fix the timer. I don't know why it said 4 hours, 45 minutes. I must have had an error. So I had readjusted it. So the little red dog went away. But Tan Dog that I chose won. So that's a fun time there. Okay, so how did your reading go? I am on the Kindle reading Coldest Winter Ever. How far am I into this book? I feel like this book reads fast and slow at the same time. I'm at 29%. I don't know, maybe it's just my perception. I feel like I've been reading this book forever, but it definitely reads slow. Let me know if anybody else has read Sister Soldier before The Coldest Winter Ever. It's been out a while for sure. So Elena was going to choose number one. Oh, it changed up after that. Then we had the blue. Let me see. I'm going to put this back on the screen here. Let's see if anybody. So number one, we'll just transpose it to what it is. So the little white doggy came in last. Cherie's blue, you would have been second there. And this is me just saying I'm changing the timer there. Yeah. Yeah, see, you probably saw that before I did. Yeah, 4 hours sounds good. Yeah, that's a little bit long. A little bit long, just a tiny bit. Let me take this one off here again. Okay, and hello, I'm saying that right? Linnea? Lanai? Oh, no, I'm butchering your name. I'm sorry. Just joined. Need to read last 58 pages of my library's nonfiction book. Then I can continue The Bourbon Kings by J.R. Ward. Ooh, bourbon. Well, I'm hoping that you are enjoying your books. You should definitely have a good opportunity to knock out those last 58 pages of your book. Let me know which nonfiction book you're reading to see if it's maybe of some interest to us, okay? I'm still feeling a little bit under the weather, y'all. I'm getting my second cup of tea. I got some zesty ginger here. It's not too bad because, I'm not normally a big fan of ginger, but this one's not too bad. I will say that. Trying to keep hydrated so I can fix myself up to go to work tomorrow because that definitely needs to happen. Good morning, Keita. How are you doing? Keita saying hello to Helena and Cherie. I want the brown pup to win. Oh, yay, yay, yay. Little doggies, they're cute. I saw that timer. I was like, we definitely have to have it. Swank says, howdy, everybody. Happy Banana Bread Day. Ooh, okay. I'm all about the banana bread. I wouldn't mind that one bit, okay. Do you like nuts in your banana bread? I do. I think it's fun when you add a little bit of like pecan or something in it. Really good time. Swank said the dog time is cute. Thank you. Thank you. I think it's cutie too. Kath said, hi guys, haven't even started reviewing my February books in my journal yet and just started book number 23. Wow, you have been busy. Okay. I like that. So how has your month been going besides reading? Have you had time for some other stuff too? Because that's definitely a feat right there. Hopefully it's been a good time for you and some good reading because, not all reading tends to be the same sometimes. So hopefully the reading's been going good overall. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to find another little timer. Oh, this one be cute. Okay, I got another one. Hold up. Trying to find this thing here. Yeah. I think this one will be adorable. Oh, nope, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, no. All right, gotta get rid of that. Nah, no, I'm going to get copyrighted. Hold up a second, y'all. No. Trying to be behind the scenes, trying to do some stuff, and it keeps doing other things. So tell me about these 23 books. I'm assuming this is part of this readathon that you're doing. Otherwise, you're a very avid reader, which I can appreciate. But you've been busy for sure on that one. Let me see. Get that one off. Get that one off all the way. This thing has too many clicks it wants you to do. That one off. That one off. There we go. I should set these up in full screen ahead of time. Okay. I made it. I made it. I got a cool little cute timer in the background for us on this one. Okay. What you're going to write to let us know. Hey, Hermie, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm fine. How's everybody else? How's everybody else's mental health? How's everybody's health in general? I already stated I'm feeling a bit under the weather, trying to doctor myself up. Hydration definitely helps. I'm telling y'all, the more I drink water and liquids, the better I feel. Is it good enough? I don't know, but I feel better. Cherie says hello, Hermie. Everybody says hello. How are you doing, lady? Are y'all sprinting today? So Bookish Nolly is part of Bukamoso, which is a group of lovely 4 South African booktubers that once a month does a whole sprint. They go around the different 4 channels and you can just sprint hop. Lovely time. Lovely time. I think I saw y'all day before yesterday. Are y'all still around? Hello, Tiff. How are you doing? I'm happy to catch a sprint. Boop the like button. Reading Bound to Be Dead, the 3rd book in the Cozy Mystery Bookshop. Ooh, Bound to Be Dead. I hope you enjoy. A tan dog blonde. I'm over here shouting at my brown. It's like, no, doggy. I really like the little red one, but I had to reset the timer because it said 4 hours. So I guess each time you reset it, I guess different animals pop up. I had no idea. It's my first, I'm newer to using that system there. Princess Livy says hello. Hello, lovely Livy. How are you doing, Miss Lady? Hope you're having a good day. I haven't seen her in a while. Keita, did y'all sprint? What's today? Sunday? Yesterday? I was out of it, girl. I was out of it. I was here, but I was like staring into blank space, just trying to get my life together. Oh, I didn't even think about, hey, getting online. It just did not cross my mind one bit to be like, hey, let me put the sprint on. Probably because I slept most of the day. I feel like my brain is still foggy. Sickness is no joke, y'all. Feel better. Stay well. It's fun on the staying well side of the house. Okay. Kath managed to write 6 of 22 reviews. Ooh, that's a lot. Hey, I had to do 3 yesterday, and I felt like, no, it was day before yesterday, and I felt like it just taken a lot. But writing down notes as you go definitely helps. I commend people that just remember things about the books that they read and don't write anything down, because it's not to say all the details disappear after I read a book, but all them little minutia things sometimes disappear, and I can be particular about some of the things I want to say or write, because I do written and spoken reviews, so I need to write things down. Keita said, I've read The Coldest Winter Ever when I was in high school. I tried reading Midnight, but I couldn't finish. Ooh, you read this? Okay. I've heard of this. I keep coming across it, and I was like, you know what? None of my books from Livy were coming through. So I decided to go ahead and pick this up a few days ago, and then stuff started coming through. But I'm determined to finish it. I think Winter, main character, reads a bit young, and she's kind of dumb. Like, I'm sitting there. It's been twice. I was like, am I going to finish? I'm going to finish this book. I definitely know I'm not going to continue. But I'm enjoying it, I'm trying to see. I hope she progresses and grows up. Okay. But it's an interesting time. Cherie says, 39 pages read in Harlem Rhapsody, and it's fascinating story so far. I made coffee. Cheers to the drink, okay? Keita wants to read Harlem Rhapsody. Awesome. And Cherie is enjoying it. Swain says hi. Literary Layer says good morning. Everybody saying hello to each other. I'm currently reading How the One-Armed Sister Sweeps Her House. That's a long title. Okay. I hope it's good. It sounds like a very interesting title. Oh, your heart is sore. Oh, is it one of those like literary fiction about life and meaning of life and like not meaning of life. What is it? Like generational trauma type things or whatnot. Am I saying that right? Like family drama. That's what I mean. Family drama. Let me know. Let me know. Literary is reading. Oh, got some Stephen King Pet Cemetery in the house. Okay. Okay. How are you enjoying that? I have watched the movies, probably all of them, but definitely have not read any books. Hold on, y'all. I got to blow my nose. And I'm back. Excuse me. Hermie says, hope you feel better. I'm good. Having a nice, cozy home day as the weather canceled our outdoor plans. Weather sickness. All of it means plans have changed. Well, nothing like having a nice day at home that's warm and comfortable. I'm all about that, okay? I definitely count my blessings to be comfortable at home, okay? I'm happy you're able to come here with us then. Kat says, I've mostly read audiobooks at 2 to 2.5 speed. Woo, man, okay. I'm a like 1.5, 1.75 girly. Lately, I've been trying to slow it down because I'm not in a hurry. So 1.5 has been lately. But not all audiobooks read the same. So, but I have 45-minute commute each way to and from home. Lots of murder mysteries this month. Oh, those are always fun. And long commutes are awesome for books. I will say that. My commute at my old job used to be 5 minutes, so definitely not enough for anything. But now it's like 25 minutes. And the first thing I do when I get in my vehicle is put on my book. So yeah, makes it go real quick. Don't forget your stop though. I live alone, lots of time to read. Hey, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I have the husband here and I try to find any chance I can to read. But audio definitely helps you out. I will say that. I leave him to his piece because he works from home most days. So I put on my little book and I do my things around. So you don't bother me, I don't bother you. Makes cleaning and things like that go much easier too. Kita said, I sprinted yesterday. You probably needed more rest. I've been trying. I've been trying. It could be. It could be. Sometimes your body just tells you to calm down. I've been trying to go to bed sooner with this new job because I get up earlier. And then next month, my schedule's going to completely change because I actually am going to be working nights versus days. I'm just in the training phase. So my body's just, trying to get acclimated to new environment in general. But I do work at a hospital and it's sick people. So probably some sick person gave me their stuff. Well, I'd rather take this than some of the other things I see. So I will take this cold. Bookish Nolly says, yes, that's what it is. Drama, drama, and more family drama. Ooh, don't you love that? Okay. Sometimes when I read books like family traumatic, or especially when it's generational trauma, like those sagas like Love Songs of W.E. Du Bois and The Covenant of Water. Not that I have read those or plan to by any means, right? But books like that, I've read smaller versions of those. What's another one? One Blood is another one. But when you read books like that, especially if they somewhat to extent simulate life, it's just like it pulls you. You're like, oh no. Oh, sometimes too close to home. That's why I got to read something really fantastical that's not too close to home. But it is nice and affirming sometimes that, your family's not the only one that's kind of jacked up. But life can deal you some blows. I tell you that. Okay. Get the enjoyment out of it while you can, because there is some trauma. Keita says, I have to listen to Our Share of Night. Lord have mercy on this audiobook. Is hella long, but it's got, girl, have you seen the book itself? I picked up that book from the library because I saw somebody's 25 or 24, I don't know, anyway, last year. I saw somebody's, talking about the books they want to read. And I was like, this looks like it would be pretty interesting. And I picked up that book, and girl, the print is tiny and the book was thick. Like when I picked it up, I was like, dang, this is heavy. It's dense. Um, and it sat on my desk, and I was like, mm. And then I started hearing people's reviews, and I was like, I don't know if I would want this enough. No, I didn't do it, but some people really enjoyed it. But it's a big book, so the audio is gonna be long. So just settle in and enjoy your time, girl, because you're gonna be there a minute, okay? Swank said, I've been practicing hug this winter. Practicing hug this winter. It makes winter so cozy. Hugged this winter. I'm sorry, what is that? Let me know what that means. Hugging? I need to know what that is. Maybe I need to try it. Swank, give me details. Keita says, Kathy, you are my friend because I listen to mostly audiobooks at 2 to 2.5. I commend y'all for that. I think you have to ramp it up. And maybe that's my thing. I just haven't ramped up enough to get to that. But, sometimes with audio, like I get distracted because generally with audio, I'm doing something else. I'm not just like sitting there. I don't generally do a hybrid read together with a book. Every once in a while, but for the most part, don't. So if I have it too high up, then I can't really understand and I'll miss some parts because I may be distracted. But like I said, some books read faster or slower than others. So you got to kind of tailor it to whatever book that you have. Fortunately, 2-part option disappeared this week, so now I can only do 2 at the highest. Okay. You missed the 2.5. Hey, as long as you can understand it, girl. You certain narratives can put to 2.5 and 3, like Robin Miss and Bonnie Turpin. See, I've never gone to 3. I will say that. I could not. And then I think those higher speeds probably work really well if you have like an audio, like a person, right? But have you ever tried the AI audio like that? Because some of the books I have is that AI, like the Kindle assistant thing, which I'm not a huge fan of, but it is what it is. If that's all you got. But yeah, that would not be good with the AI. I think that would totally turn you off of audiobooks, putting that on that high. All right, y'all, let's get to a little bit of history, then we'll get to our next sprint, which I have a cute little timer up. Y'all gonna love it. What is today? Today is February 23rd. February 23rd. Somebody in my family's birthday is today or tomorrow. I need to look that up. I don't know who it is. I think it's my niece. It might be tomorrow. I don't know. My head's foggy. But it's one of these days. At least I remember that. Everyone sounds so tiny and slow at what? Yeah, they're like this. Yeah, I've listened to one audiobook, like my first audiobook, I listened to a 1.0 speed because I did not know that I could change it. And I was like, I'm not going to do audiobooks again. It's just not going to happen. And then I was watching somebody's video. I didn't get into audiobooks. I think I was on BookTube maybe a year before I even ventured into audiobooks because, I like sitting reading with my eyeballs, but audiobooks definitely have its time and its place. Okay. Lately it's not been with me feeling sick. I need to just sit and read it. Like that way, if I fall asleep, then I fall asleep on the same page. But I didn't realize that you could speed it up till somebody mentioned it on some video or sprint or something. I was like, oh, we could change this. So I tried it and haven't looked back. I was like, okay, now I can do audio. Same thing with graphics. You got to find a graphic. The first time I looked at a graphic novel, it was a Brandon Sanderson. And I'm like, this stuff is for the birds. And then I gave it up, and then I looked at somebody else's video and they showed me some other graphics. I was like, oh, okay. So, it's just exposure. Representation matters. You know what I'm saying? Elena says 200 pages in, 63%. Ooh, rocking your rolling. Keep going, Miss Lady. I used the AI and it was hella funny, like a robot. AI is really good when it says certain words. Like, okay, so I'm reading an urban fiction. Coldest Winter Ever, right, is urban fiction. So they use certain like NIGGA, right? hella crazed with the AI utilizing that word for sure. Also, when it uses the PUSSY, I'm like, oh my God, like the way it says it is, those are the two words that really just stand out to me when the AI says them. Two words, by the way, that I do not use. I don't like either one of those words. To each his own, just not my thing. But the AI is absolutely hilarious, and the inflections are just on different parts compared to, I think, how people else would say it. When I started using AI, like when I first heard about it, it was on speaker. My husband was like, "What did she just say?" I was like, "Yeah, it sounds weird." Who gay? Excuse me. Who gay? Who gay? It is practiced by the Swedish and Norwegian that makes it as cozy as possible during winter. Candles, blankets, music, making your surroundings as cozy as you can so you enjoy life. Oh, I said hugged. Okay, who gay? Oh, that's cool. Okay. So just making a very cozy environment so you enjoy it more. Oh, I like that. That should be year round. That's what I'm talking about. See, I'm a simple girl. Give me a cup of tea and a book and just give me like let me just stay in bed. But actually I have a very really cozy recliner, which is why I was across the room from my husband watching TV from a side angle, because it's so much more comfortable than a couch. And then I surround myself with the things that I like. I have my diamond painting that I've been working on for 2 months that I haven't touched. On one side, I had a book on another. I had a cup of tea. I had like a heating pad. I had my blanket. I also had my big robe on. I was good. That's probably why I fell asleep yesterday. Okay, anyway, let's get to this day in history. Let's see, February 23rd. Okay, so on this day, in 1807, there was the I cannot read. Hold up, y'all. Slave Trade Act proposed by William Wilberforce to abolish the slave trade in the British Empire was approved by Parliament. Okay, so apparently the Slave Trade Act was proposed in the British Empire in 1807. I wonder when it was actually enacted, but I do know that it was decades before the US because we were in 1863. So, okay, interesting. Well, hold up, that's the Slave Trade Act. That's not necessarily slavery itself. Sorry, I had to clean my glasses here. Okay, so 1807, the British Empire was attempting to abolish the slave trade. Astronomers in 1987 spotted light from supernova in 1987A, an exploding star. This was the first supernova to be studied in detail. Okay, still studying some stuff. In 2019, Argentinian soccer player Lionel Messi scored the 50th hat trick in Barcelona. I keep forgetting what that is. Isn't that like three scores by the same person in a game? I can't remember. Let me know if y'all into hockey. I'm not really. In 1954, the polio vaccine. The first injections of the polio vaccine were given to chicken at an elementary school, Pennsylvania, in Pittsburgh. Developed by Jonas Salk, the vaccine was used to protect millions from the disease. Children, oh my gosh, y'all. I'm losing it. I feel like my vision's blurry too. I was like, chicken, that'll make sense. Okay, so children. So apparently the first polio vaccine was given to children in 1954. That sounds late, don't it? Okay. Children or the guinea pigs of the world, I guess. Let's see. In 532, Hagia Sophia, Byzantine Emperor Justinian I ordered the construction of the grand Christian church that would become the center of Eastern Orthodox faith for almost 1,000 years. Hagia Sophia still stands today in Istanbul, Turkey, but is now a mosque. It's beautiful. Hagia Sophia. I don't know if y'all can really see that. But anyway, that's the temple there. Oh, 5:32. I wonder how long that took to build. Let's see who was born. Oh my gosh, y'all! Isn't this interesting? I was talking about the love songs of W.E. Du Bois, which was not written by him, by the way. He was a political activist, or equal rights activist, civil rights. That's the term I'm looking for. Sorry, but apparently he was born today. Black American civil rights activist. He co-founded the National Association for Advancement of Colored People, NAACP. Was born in 1868. Oh, okay. So he was born a few years after slavery ended. Okay. So W.E.B. Du Bois. Du Bois is two separate words, by the way. What's his first name? Is it Walter or William? I can't remember. Let me know if anybody's aware. And in 1945, Marines on the South Suribachi. During the Battle of Iwo Jima, U.S. Marines raised the national flag on Mount Suribachi on the Pacific island of Iwo Jima after reaching the summit of the mountain. U.S. forces later took control of the Japanese island. Oh, that's interesting. So I know y'all have probably seen, at least here in America, seen this image quite a number of times right here of the flag being raised. So apparently that image, at least according to this, I'd like to believe it, is the flag being raised on a mountain in Iwo Jima. That's interesting. In World War II. Okay. Yeah. So we got polio vaccine, attempt to stop the slave trade, a huge Christian monument, W.E.B. Du Bois. Okay. Interesting today. All right, y'all. Let's get to our next little timer here. Another 45 minutes and go from there. And we should all practice Hygge, by the way. I think that would be a lovely practice to have year round. I'm for it. I'm for it. I'm for it. All right, let me see if I can get this timer back here. We're going to look at some kitties. Let's see. Is this? There we go. Let me see if I can get a full screen on here. There we go. Okay, y'all. Place your bets. Place your bets. Who's going to win? Okay. We got some kitties in the house. Let me make sure the time or the sound is off. There we go. All right. I am going to go with, they're all so cute. I'm going to go with number, I don't know, I'm torn between 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna split the difference and go with, no, I'm gonna go with number 1. Number 1's just speaking to me, y'all. I'm gonna go with number 1 here, a little kitty all the way at the bottom here, okay? Let me know, place your bets. Who's it gonna be? You want the black one. Okay, Swank is going with number 2. Okay, I get you. I get you. My little kitty right here is going to trip yours, I hope. Okay, okay, got another one. Dark gray, number 3. Oh, you said less than 3. Dark gray. So dark gray is 2. That's probably just a little thing. It says less than 3. I think that's just probably a typo there. Swank says number 2. Okay, okay. So we got a few people in the house. Okay, I'm gonna be rooting for number 1, number 3. Okay, okay. I think they're all really cute. They're really cute. Okay, let's see who's gonna come out. Okay, I'm choosing number 1. Y'all remember which ones y'all chose. Okay. Happy reading. See you in 45. There we go. There we go. Look at that. My man, Kitty Cat won.
Oh,
Hello. How y'all doing? I'm 2 for 2 today. Yay, yay,
right. I
yay.
thought I seriously. I'm like, why can't this brown cat win? Like, give me the brown.
I was thinking of him, but I'm like, nah, I wasn't feeling it. I was into the gray, and then I was
Yeah,
trying to decide between 3 and 1, and I was like, you know what? Let me
Hey,
go ahead with 1.
right.
What'd you choose, Livy?
Who did you choose to win?
I choose
She got the hiccup, so trying to work through that. Which one?
maybe I want her that cat to win.
The fourth one?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Which one?
She wanted the fourth one, the brown one. See?
Uh,
Next time. Next time.
But
no,
next time it won't cheat ever again, you will snippy
no
cat.
cheating. Let's
No
see who
cheating.
in the chat chose
No
the
cheating
word
cat.
as
All
well.
right.
Well, don't look like anybody in the chat chose any. Hey, Swank, my cat didn't trip yours. Yours just came in last by itself. Thank y'all for joining me, by the way. How are y'all
Yes.
doing this morning?
Oh my God. Yesterday,
Thank
that's.
you for sending hearts, Christina.
Oh, wow. Yeah, she did. Yeah, good job. Good
Awesome.
hosting.
Oh, for
Um,
those of y'all don't know, this is
You
Keita,
just
and this
sent a heart
is,
too.
by the way, Resistance Book Club. They should
yes.
all know y'all.
Hey, everybody.
I miss you, everybody.
Yeah.
Oh,
We did pretty good yesterday for the sprint. My voice was kind of in and out because I was like, usually like the next day, I'm like, I cannot be on these morning sprints because my voice is like trying to get back to its, normal, trying to talk and everything. And then on top of that, I finally getting my full voice back. It's just taking its time. But we finally got to the root of the reason why my voice has been, so out of it for these
Mhm.
past couple of months. So and I'm just like, child, I said, do you want to get on? She's looking like, yes, mommy, I do. I said, all right, well, we need to take a shower and all of that and then get ourselves on. So, and I said, yeah, we could get on here with her. So that's
Well,
what we
that's good.
decided to do. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you're able to get up this morning, get all the stuff. Are you getting something for your voice together?
So my doctor had told me to do the nasal spray. The it was Flonase, but we have
Mhm.
the other version for when remember when she had her sinus problem.
Yeah.
So I still had the boxes in the cabinet and I told her about it. She was like, oh yeah, well take hers.
Yeah,
She
the
don't need it.
fluticasone. Yeah.
You need it, right. And because apparently it was more than just the voice. Apparently I was having a sinus problem and some allergy problem. So
Mhm.
we had to knock that out. So once that started happening, then I noticed that the soreness in my throat started going away. And then after that, now the mucus is starting to go away. So it's starting to get better. It's slowly but surely. So I got the rest of this week because she said to take it for the
Thank
whole
you for
month.
sending more hearts.
Yeah, that was Jen. Um,
Thanks, Jen and Christina.
yeah, so I'm feeling a little bit better though. Yeah, it's just I'm happy where it is right now. Anything is better than that raspiness that I was dealing
No,
with.
I feel you on that one.
Hmm.
Whew. I woke up yesterday. You can
How
always
are you?
tell when you're not feeling well when something's going on, even if the rest of your body, when you wake up and you're just like, that's how I've been
Hmm.
feeling. And then I was like, "Ugh." I just knew something was
I
coming.
was like, I can hear it. Yeah, anytime when you say
Yeah.
I can hear it, I was like, oh yeah, no, you definitely
It's definitely
And
you're
you
better
not
than
feeling
definitely
it.
didn't
yesterday.
send
That's for
me the
sure. Yesterday
heart.
was bad, but I feel like I'm on the mend.
Mhm.
I'm coughing up less stuff, blowing my nose less, but it's still there. I'm
Yeah.
glad I had these 3 days off. But
Hmm.
I'm hoping I feel so much better to go to work tomorrow because it's not like walking around a hospital for 12 hours and not feeling well yourself. It's just like, ugh,
Right.
mm, mm, mm.
And especially when you gotta like walk around and be in a mask and
Yep.
you're feeling sick, but everybody on the other
Yep.
patients
And then
is
you got to
sick.
put on that
It's
act
like,
for everybody. Hey, how you doing? I'm Courtney. It's
right.
like, I don't even want to talk to you right now.
To be honest, I never
Hey,
never.
there's so many of her.
Yeah. I never put on a face. People see exactly how I am and they're like, okay, we'll leave you alone. Yes. It's called leave me alone. I don't want to be bothered. If you know what's good for you.
I'm working on that one. No,
Absolutely
I play the game sometimes, but it's hard. Like the hospital I work at is like so much
It is.
busier than my other hospital. Like I didn't realize it'd be so much busier.
Mm.
And it's just like you gotta be in shape. You gotta like your
Yeah.
health to walk around there. It's like, oh, and then I'm still in learning phase too. But I'm trying to get it together. Trying to I forgot to take the
Yeah.
Dayquil when I went in there. Oh well, I haven't eaten breakfast either. I'll do it when I go in there. But I'm on the mend, just some congestion and stuff. But yeah.
Okay. Are you taking anything
Just
else
a
besides the
Dayquil.
Dayquil?
I'm not a huge fan of taking meds, period. But you know,
Yeah.
I decided to start taking the Dayquil. I popped it a few times yesterday. So but just rest, plenty
Okay.
of fluids for the most part. That's about it. So
Yep. Are you
yeah,
drinking
got
tea?
some tea. Tired of going to the bathroom. You know how the tea is. So I got the tea in the water bottle. Get some hydration here. Gulp
Mm-hmm.
some of this.
Yeah. Exactly.
But feeling better.
Yeah. Did you want to
Feeling
say
better.
Hi.
Let's see what's in the chat.
hi
I
to
saw
Jen?
Jen.
Hi,
Yeah, I saw
Jen.
Jen. I saw Christina. Christina saying do all the things there.
Mm-hmm.
So Christina. Oh, was Christina
Who's
not
that?
feeling better either? Oh no. Sickness is going
Hi.
around. There you go. You got a bonus, Livy.
Right?
A
Mm-hmm.
little snoozy, snoshy. Is it snoshy?
Snot.
We're both not feeling well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, drink your coffee and your water for
Right.
sure. Oh, I like all the emojis. There we go. Got some emojis for
Right?
you. Is that
Thank
a little unicorn
you.
too?
That's really nice of
Oh,
you. That's
look
really
at that.
nice
Show
of
you
you.
some
Yeah.
love. There we go. Just for you. Just for you. I'm all late for the game.
Yay.
Wow, there's even
You like
flowers.
flowers, sweetie?
Yeah. And a pretty unicorn. You know she do.
I love
Mm-hmm.
unicorns.
Oh, she asked, Jen asked, what's your favorite color?
My favorite color is pink
That's a good color.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
and orange.
She likes all of
Well, she likes all of the colors
There
of
we
the
go.
rainbow.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
And then put my footprints on,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's gonna be all done. Then go back home.
Right. And we'll be
There
done
we
and
go.
go
There
back
we go.
home. Mm-hmm.
So you read,
Haunted
you
candy.
said you read The
Mhm.
Coldest Winter Ever. Did you read
Yeah,
the
I did.
sequels?
We both went.
No, I couldn't get into. Wait, hold on. The one with the sister.
So each book,
Is that not?
book is a different person. It's not continuation of person. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a continuation. Oh no, it continues because you're still following the timeline. But I believe that the book after The Coldest Winter Ever is Winter's sister. And then you get the books with Midnight because Midnight was introduced
Yeah.
in The Coldest Winter. So you get his story, but I think with him is more of you're in the present, but you are taking a jump back.
You can kind of tell what he was at
Right.
the time.
So it's right. Because yeah, I remember a little bit of his story. It wasn't bad. I think I was just over the whole world
Yeah, I
that
feel
we
you.
were. And then I was like, okay, I'm done.
I don't. I
Mhm.
feel like it reads really slow. Like, yeah, and I thought it would be fast because urban fiction be let me going, and I'm
Right.
like, dang, I'm at 24%. I guess feel like it's slow, and maybe it's just my perception because I just feel like she's so young and immature. Like your mama, not to be, I'm not giving too many spoilers, but one part, someone close to this girl gets shot. And she's worried about going shopping to get a fly outfit. Like, girl, you're trying to be gangster, but all you care about are labels. Some labels don't care about you. You got
Yep.
$300 in your pocket.
Yeah,
And you're
no,
spending 250 of it on an outfit. How you gonna live the next day?
and, and that's how she is
Yeah.
throughout the whole book. But I feel like, to be honest, I really don't even remember the sister's story because I probably didn't read it, but I know I read Midnight. I read like half of that book before I
He
DNF'd the
seems like
book
an interesting
years ago.
character. So I don't know. I don't want to know too much more
Oh,
about
he
it. I
is.
just want to keep going. But I just saw that there was a sequel, or I think it's 3 books. So
Yeah.
I didn't know exactly kind of if it was just the same characters or a continuation of her story. But I'm just hoping that she
Mhm.
somehow grows the hell up because I'm just like she was pissing me off because I'm not
Oh
big
yeah.
into YA. And I should have muted that. Sorry. It's my nose been for the last 2 days. My
No,
husband's
you're
like, you're
good.
annoying
Go
me. And
ahead.
I'm like, I'm sorry, babe. He's like, I'm trying to play the game. I'm like, look, you need to calm down. I'm sick. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna blow my
Like you
nose.
are
I'm gonna blow
sick.
my nose as loud as I want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Child, I tell you.
No one wants to
But
play when sick.
no, but he
No.
but no, but I just what was I about to say? See, I lost my train of thought. I'm all foggy headed. Yo, but no, I just saw that there was multiple books in the series, and I was just,
Mhm.
but with her, yeah. So I just feel like she just, I'm not big into YA, and I just feel like she's just young and like I've never read like a YA urban, and I wouldn't call this necessarily a
Mhm.
YA book. It's just that she is young. Uh,
Mhm.
but
Mhm.
I've never read like a YA urban book before.
Urban.
So I just
Mhm.
picked this up because
Mhm.
it had a good synopsis and it keeps popping up on my Kindle. I was like, let me read this since nothing else came through. Um, but I just
Mhm.
immediately got this YA feel from her. But I'm just trying to see how it works out for her. So I'm gonna push through. But I'm just like, girl, you need to get your priorities together.
Yeah, because
You're
I
trying
don't
to be part of the
know.
game, but you
I
ain't even game material. You're trying to mess with some big
Yeah.
leaguers, and big leaguers don't like Midnight. I was like, I hope this food don't fall for this chick because she gonna get him killed. I kept thinking this.
To be honest, yeah, no,
Yeah,
he's different. Yeah. I don't yeah, I didn't see
yeah.
that either, to be honest. So yeah, I don't even think she's in
I
that one.
don't
She's not
know. We'll
Asian.
see. We'll see. But yeah, it's an interesting book thus
Wait, that
far.
one. Yeah,
I like
it
how
is.
Sister Soldier puts herself in the book, even though she's writing it. I thought that was really
Yeah,
cool, and how she
yeah.
like. I'm a big fan of putting little highlights on my Kindle. That's why I like the e-reading. So I highlight a
Mhm.
lot of passages when she's given like the little facts, like the highest
Oh yeah.
or what did it say the highest growing or the fastest growing population of women or people with AIDS are Black women. I have heard that before. And I thought that was interesting. She
So
put that in there.
during
She didn't say why, but
right, because during that time when I read the book had to be at least like a year, maybe 2 years old at
Hey,
the
I
time.
don't even know what year this
And
is.
at that time, it was everything that was in the book was literally happening
Yeah,
at that moment, especially with us living in New York, and we
yeah.
understood all of it. So, you know, but I don't know. Like if I was to have read it now, I probably would have DNF'd
Really?
it, to be honest, only because at the time it hit differently because it was a urban
2010.
and where okay, so it was, it's urban where I was living, the people around me, the people that I come across, we were all acting like that. And then so for me now as an adult, I don't live in
Yeah,
that life anymore. So it hits
perspective.
different. But so like now my mind is nowhere near like trying to read those types of urban fiction books, and that's cool. It just served a purpose
Yeah,
during that time. And I'm happy that I read it during that time, instead of reading it now because I feel like I'd be sitting there like, no, I'm
yeah.
done with this. Like, I can't deal with her.
Mommy,
Yeah.
I want to play.
You need to wait.
Hey, Mom, can I just talk?
No, you
Yeah, I
don't
think
need to
there's
talk
different
over me.
places and times when you read the books, but I can't relate really to anything that she talking about because I didn't grow up in New York. I didn't grow up in any sort of this lifestyle. I didn't grow up in like a
Mhm.
Would I call it a hood type? I guess I would with the drugs and
Mhm.
stuff. Yeah, I didn't grow up in that, so
Well, it's that hood, it's the hood,
yeah,
the environment that you live in. And again, because
yeah,
of where I was living and where I was
yeah,
surrounded in,
yeah,
that's my hood, you know. So reading it, yeah, it's
yeah.
very relatable when you read it. But again, being
It's
living
different.
out
Yeah,
here and grown
yeah,
is different, like it hits different. So, and on top of that, my mindset to
yeah,
where I was then to where I am now is
yeah.
completely different, like apples and oranges. So I'm nowhere near that. But again, it
That's
served
true.
the
Yeah,
time. Then I'm happy that I read a lot of
yeah.
urban fiction. Then the uh uh I think the best one that I've ever read is probably Dutch trilogy, because that one should not have been put out. But they put it out. Yeah, that should not have been put out. I don't
Is
even
that wrong?
I got lucky with that one. Like literally I got lucky with that one. And Deadly Rains. I think Deadly Rains is good. Also, that one
You
should
say
not have been put
Dutch?
out. There is still, yeah, Dutch. I don't think you're gonna be able to find that anywhere. Like I said, that's not something that was supposed to be put out. I really don't think anybody has, like, you had to be there
By
at the
Terry
time to,
Woods?
like, literally, yeah. If they have all three of them, I would be
Oh,
really
I just
shocked that they
Googled
have all three of them.
dangerous. Huh, okay.
Because the first two was publicly published, but that third one was a lot of like red tape that they were trying to pull for it not to be put out for a long time till they put it out.
Why did you do that? Is that disrespectful?
Well, no, it was
Ooh,
it was
Liddy
something
got it,
that
girl.
was currently happening at the time, and it was a story, but it was real.
Well, so you will go
Liddy
into
got
the
one
room
and
so that
two.
they can go on a bathroom.
I
I
said
know,
Liddy got
huh?
one and two.
Yeah, that I'm telling you, that third one wasn't really supposed to come out. When I promise you, when I was walking, yeah, I was in the city and just walking, and we walked past somewhere, trying to get to Burlington, I think, and then my boyfriend at the time asked, he'd like, yo, isn't that the third book? And then I'm looking like, oh my God, they have it. And we just purchased it right then and there because it was like, get it now because we won't know when we're going to be able to get it. It took so long for it to come
Oh,
out.
whoa, it's all three of
Yeah.
them. Yeah,
Oh,
Liddy
it
got
got
all
it?
three. You got Dutch, Dutch
Oh,
2, and Dutch 3. International
You
Gangster.
should say
okay.
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I like a little.
Mhm.
I like a little
Yeah.
urban fiction every now and then. I won't say it's completely my jam, but I like it. Like I can't normally relate, so I'm
Mhm.
like, oh. But I understand, even though that's not my background. I understand there's people live it. I watch the movies.
Yeah.
So I understand people's motivations for things. And so I understand, especially when that's where you come from. That's what's been passed down. People make different choices in
Mhm.
life. But I just say have it make sense. In this particular book,
Mhm.
I just feel like Winter is so young and is making stupid decisions, even for someone in her position. Like, are you really that naive? Like, I understand you're not in the game, but your dad's in the game.
Right.
Have you been that sheltered to where you just care about money and an outfit? I mean, it's like you don't even care about nobody else. That to me is crazy because I've read
Right.
like other stuff. Like I read a book called Boosting Around a Christmas Tree. Okay, it sounds crazy, but it's about a booster that falls in love with a gangster. I mean, it made sense, went through the realm of it. It
It's
was good,
funny. Yeah.
for what it is. It's
Right.
cheesy, but still, I like things to make sense. And I just like, girl, I'm hoping you get it together. But I feel like it's kind of
Mhm.
like a YA urban fiction, which I've never heard of. I don't know if it's necessarily marketed as that. I don't think so. It's probably both. But to me,
Mhm.
you know how you can read a book, you're like, this is YA new adult. This to me reads like a
Mhm.
high, like a older YA, newer adult urban fiction, which is kind of interesting
It is,
title
yeah.
for that. But that goes to show you
Mhm.
that there is different genres for different age groups. That
Genres.
does include
Mhm.
urban fiction, and I never thought of that.
Mhm.
So I'm
Like
going to continue, but I
Fly
won't probably
Girl,
continue the series because it's a long book too. I just feel like it's just reading
it is a
slow.
long
Like
book.
we need to leave out some of these
Right.
details, you know?
Right. Like Fly Girl was my first urban book, and then we
Yeah.
kept it going. I remember that. Yeah. And that one, that's a teenager. Yeah. So that was a teenager going living in the urban hood and having to like
Can
do
we check my
stop talking right now. And it was reading really reads like a
Yeah.
young adult for sure. It's just a teenager who is making like all these adult decisions because of certain things that
Yeah.
happen in her life, and whether you like it or love it or don't love it is regardless of the point, because she's the one
For
who had to
sure.
make those decisions as a teenager. So and on top of that, when your back is against the wall and you have nowhere to turn to and whatnot, those are those wild and crazy decisions that kind of shape
Yeah.
out the rest of your life. I'm not turning it up. Sit down and watch it. Yeah. So other than that, there's like a few, but I remember like reading Fly Girl and then kind of immediately reading
Yeah.
The Coldest Winter Ever. Cause I do believe like the second book with her sister had came out like years later. It didn't come out like right back to back. It came out years later, and then Midnight came out years
Wow.
later after that. And then I kept thinking like, do I really want to sit down and read this?
See, I got that
And I
sequel
was like,
sequel FOMO type thing. So it's like, so yeah, I'm not
yeah.
invested as much in her. I wanted to get it together, hopefully,
Right.
but to read more, like nah, especially the way it's going, I'm just nah, because this isn't even my normal.
Right.
Like I enjoy it, but it's not my normal genres that I would read anyway.
Mhm.
So I'm picking it up, I'm reading it, and got
There
the
you
t-shirt,
go.
So we'll see. But
Mhm.
it's good though. I'm enjoying it. I just wish it was faster.
Yeah, that's good.
Christine says snotty equals snotty equals sassy. All the above, right?
All of
All the
the above.
above.
I hear you, child.
Christina says when people ask my youngest his favorite color, he always says the rainbow because he likes them all equally. That's a good one. I like that. I never thought of that before.
Yeah, because they do love all the colors. Hmm.
Changes to Christine. There we
Right.
go. How old is the female main? She just turned 17.
Yeah.
Just
Mhm.
turned 17, acting like she about 30.
She's
Okay.
40. Right.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like,
Mhm.
girl, you a baby. You stepping up to people like you're a grown woman.
Because
I
she
mean, she
thinks she's
just turned
royalty.
17, mind you. Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
She thinks she's royalty.
yeah,
Yeah. She's
exactly.
very entitled.
Yeah. It's
Mhm.
like, your dad's into the stuff, right? He high up in the chain ladder. He the mafia king,
Mhm.
right? Something like that. And they move out to Long Island, right? It's too
Yeah.
hot in Brooklyn. We need to get away. He's like, you need to stay out of Brooklyn. What she do? Go straight to Brooklyn. Something happens to your mama. They say stay out of this, and you go
Mhm.
right there. And I'm like, girl, and
Mhm.
all you care about is an outfit. Like I understand we all have our little spoiled, but she to me sounds like spoiled rich girl from not the valley, but like Beverly Hills or something to me is what she sounds like versus
Mhm.
being like from the streets,
Mhm.
I'm just like, really?
And then she be trying to mix the two, and it never pans out the way that
Yeah.
she wants
Yeah,
it.
I just feel
Mhm.
like something's not clicking. Like, I don't know. I don't know, Sister Soldier. This is my first time
Mhm.
reading her books.
Mhm.
But I'm just like, this don't even sound like, I mean, I don't know. You said you're from Bocono,
Mhm.
right? Have you met people that were like this? That's just one track mind. There's danger and bullets flying, and all they care about is an outfit. Oh, okay. Well, just not my purvey. Okay. Maybe she right on cue then. Okay.
And then we just look at for me, I just look at them and be like, all right, Moving on. We going
Like
this
you ain't
way.
got a place to stay, but you want that new Chanel outfit.
Don't come over to my house. I have no place for you. Absolutely
Okay.
not. Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, I was thinking it was unrealistic, but maybe it is realistic.
Yeah,
Okay.
it is unrealistic in their head. Like in their head, they believe it.
Well, I'm
Okay.
talking about as far as with this being a character. You know, you read
Oh
some
no,
books.
there
Like, I'm
are
not,
people like that.
yeah,
No,
that's what I'm saying.
there's
I was just
definitely,
thinking it's so unrealistic. But yeah, if
yeah,
that is the case,
they're like that everywhere.
okay,
Hmm.
that works. There's Dutch one. Oh, okay. Christina knows about Dutch.
Okay.
Okay. And and there's a finale
All
too.
right. Yeah, it's called Dutch Finale. That I think that's the title of
Okay.
it. Yeah. Uh-huh. Because I believe like the second one is called
Yeah. Yeah,
Angel's
I think that's the
Revenge or
second one.
something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. That one was hard. That one slaps. Ooh, child. That one. I still remember that one.
And that's all
Yeah.
urban
We
fiction
used
because it didn't. I don't know. The title didn't
urban.
really look like. And the first one sounded. The synopsis sounded almost like a detective novel.
No. This is a guy. Dutch is a gangster. Like he runs the streets doing the drugs and all of that. And Angel is his right hand
Oh,
woman.
okay.
And that's all I can say. Because it's a lot, yeah. And then the third one was just it hits. It hits. I think she did a great job writing the story. So yeah, I promise you, it took like at least 3, maybe 4 years for that third book to come out. For
And
sure.
these are adults, right?
Yeah.
Not children. Although some of them,
yeah.
adults keep acting like kids. Okay.
Yeah, no, this is pure adult. This is shoot 'em up, bang bang. We're having a fight. There's a gang war, all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jen says I can go back to that in my mind and remember how I was a bit. It was a hard time, but she sounds really terrible.
Oh no, she's very much unbearable, which is probably one of the reasons why I never wanted to read the next one, because I was like, I don't even like you or your sister. Like,
Is it such a Portia? Is that
yeah.
the one? Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
She was like, "Why would you get to be out night?" I'm like, "Girl, how old is she supposed to be? Isn't she a few years younger than her?"
They be acting, and that's the thing, because when you are in these when you live in these types of communities, there are those who have families where you're like, oh, you're rich. And then you're like, okay, you're rich off of something else, but we're okay. And then you see their kids, and then they go to the school as you and whatnot, and then you're like, go over there. We want no parts of you. You go right over there. I want nothing to do with you, because next thing you know, bullets is flying and all. Ain't nobody got time for that. So yeah.
Christina says,
I love my life.
Terry Wood and Phineas.
Yeah, that one and Deadly Rains is wild. That's a whole family. That should not have come out. That's an ongoing thing that should not have come out.
Is
but
this
it's
based
really
off
good.
of true stories? Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's why I said that third Dutch wasn't supposed to come out, but I think there was a lot of like back and forth. We kept hearing about it back and forth, and then we didn't hear nothing. It was just like complete silence. So when he said, "Yo, like it's on the it's on the man's table," we're looking like, "How did you get this, sir?" Like we just, I need it now, So yeah, we went ahead and spent it, and I promise you, literally paid the book. After that, I went home and read the book. Took me 2 days to read it, and then gave it to my ex. He read it. It took him a day and a half to read it. And then he had the same almost the same initial reaction, but he didn't even, he stopped. Like he needed a drink. He needed smoke. Like that's how serious it was for him. And yeah, he called me like 2:00 in the morning, like, yo, what just happened? He was like, yo, I gotta walk outside for a bit. Okay, sir. And then he literally went to the store, came back, and he was like, yo, I need a drink and everything. Like, this joint is wild. Yeah,
Wild
it was
good way,
wild.
right?
Mhm.
Okay, there you
Wild in a
go.
good way.
There we go.
Hmm.
Life imitates art, imitates life, right? Yeah, I'm
Right.
not a big name brand
Yeah.
person either. Just not my way. I feel like this. You pay. I mean, something's okay with brand, but I'm not like, oh, I gotta have this. Oh, that $3,000 outfit. Like, I'm not one of them people that I size somebody up when I meet them and I'm looking about how much their outfit costs.
Hmm.
It ain't that serious because why you paying all your money and being a slave to that label don't care about you. And specifically, I will say this when it
Right.
comes to minorities, because I have seen plenty of
Hmm.
things when you sitting there being all brand labeled to these things, they're not even marketing.
Hmm.
And some of these designers have come out and specifically said, we don't want certain people wearing our clothes because it's not for them. We don't want them to represent. So while Nicki Minaj and Cardi B and them talking about these labels, these Donna Karens
Hmm.
and people of the world are talking about them.
And Fendi and all
And
of
talking
that.
about you ruining my clothes and my brand. And also, it's like, no, like Tommy Hilfiger, I picked him a long time ago.
Balenciaga,
Because when
all
I
of that.
was younger, Tommy
Mhm.
Hilfiger was like the thing that everybody was into. And I'm like, him and
Oh
Ralph
my,
Lauren will never get my dollars, okay, with some things that we talked about.
thank you.
But,
Thank you. Yeah, because even then when his daughter, because I don't know if anybody remember, but his daughter had a reality show with her and her best
I
friend
didn't know that.
years ago. Years ago. And it only lasts for like a season, but I watched it. Now at the time, this happened when I was in college. So I was coming out of school and I happened to see her best friend standing on the at the Starbucks. And I was like, oh wow, I didn't realize that they were all, in that vicinity, but you'd be surprised as to how many celebrities be like walking around. But yeah, at that same time as that happened was the same time I heard about Tommy Hilfiger and his hate towards black people and wanting, not wanting to wear the clothes. And then I find it like very ironic that Aaliyah goes ahead and like wears the clothes. And then I'm like, I'm not understanding
Some of
the
these people don't care
connection,
about their
but
dollars. Some of
okay.
these celebrities.
But they wanted, but yeah. And then I figured, well, she probably wanted her coins. Okay. Well, then you
You
got
got
your
Snoop and
coins.
Nelly
There
too.
you go.
Ain't get my dollars no more. But
Mhm.
but no,
Right.
some of the people are the same. I'm just, girl, I can't. No, I'm not loyal to all these brands. To me, you can make something
Right.
that's cheap look good. And I don't have all that money either. I would rather have lights on and a roof over my head than sit there and have $3,000 outfit. Like that is so not
Mhm.
me. Okay. I like
Yeah,
my $20 robe. It is just as plush as if this was costing $50 or $100. Okay. I'm good.
and me, I was never into that only because we
Yeah.
struggled a lot. So we could get what we can get. And but during growing up, you had boys getting beat up for
Yep.
their sneakers,
Yep. Jordans
like
and stuff. Yep.
being, they literally a group will just, I've seen it happen in front of me. And I'm like, ain't nobody tell you to come and start walking with those new
And
kicks
it
on.
sucks though when
You
you
better go
take your
prepare for
dollars
it.
and then you buy something nice for yourself that you want. Because to each his own. I'm not knocking people for what they want to
Mhm.
buy is your dollars. But it does suck that other people hate
Mhm.
on you when you've been able to finally buy yourself something that you think is nice. And they hate and beat you up for it.
Mhm.
So that sucks too. Not only do you have to worry about what you want, but you got to worry about what you can get away with, by just
Right.
being. So that
Mhm.
sucks. But yeah, I just hate when you have people that are struggling and spend their last dollars because they want something that is name brand just so other people can be like, oh, look at me. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know people, you sitting there walking around with the Gucci towel. A lot of these celebrities will do that. They'll have a Gucci towel, one that they're walking around with on the red carpet. You probably only got that one. Because remember, Bow Wow was stunting on this private jet, but then people saw him flying in coach and took a picture. Come on now. Okay.
Right.
Don't.
Right. And then most of it
Yep.
is swag. They don't pay
Yep.
for these. Like these are companies that are asking them to wear their stuff, so they are
Exactly. Yep.
promoting
Don't
whatever
get
the
into it.
brand is. So yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I
This
don't
is
hold myself to the same standard as all these celebrities out there. Like, I hate when people talk about how they emulate the Kardashians because they're so down to earth because they talked about what did they? It was something they were talking about, a stretch marks or something or whatever. But I'm like, these people are so out of your
oh,
league. They're making money on you, acting like they're down to earth. Like Chrissy Teigen
that's what's
wears some friggin' compression. You know how they have like the skin tone compression mommy tights or something.
mm-hmm.
Everybody's like, oh, she's so down to earth. Come on, y'all. Like, just put it in perspective. I don't know. Maybe because I'm older, maybe I,
We should not be supporting anything Chrissy Teigen is putting
girl,
out.
just,
So she needs to sit home, take care of those kids, and leave us alone and take us out the group chat.
you know,
No.
people, Hollywood only gets upset with people when they do bad things for a little bit and then they come back in a favor. Because she was banned for a little bit and
No,
now
I
everybody's
want
all on
her
her ass
to
again.
never. No, I want her to never come back. Don't ever come back. No, because she just went ahead and did something.
See, I don't even follow her. She's been a non-existent
Yeah,
name.
no,
I don't
it
think
just
I've mentioned her
randomly
name
like
in
these
a few
things.
years.
Like I promise you, people, these things just be popping up into my algorithm. Like I have a separate channel, one for the booktube and another one just for
Yeah.
like other stuff that I like to get into. But yeah, nah, they just went ahead and like showed this, and I was like, you see, this is take us out the group chat, take us out, keep the pictures in a photo album. Don't post
You
these
love to
pictures,
post.
okay?
Love to post.
Love it. It's wild. Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah, Terry Woods do have a lot of like other
Yeah.
trilogies. I would love to ask her like how long, like what is why there is the need to write these current stories knowing that there's a lot of red tape to go
Oh,
with
that's so you
this.
can keep coming
I
back. That's why.
right.
I went to a rich kid.
I went to a rich kid high school, and so did my daughter. It was a lot. Sometimes I am financially a single parent, and I drop her off at a friend's house and just sigh. And just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Some parents don't even want their kids to hang with these rich people because then they get all like envious and start demanding stuff. And I'm like, look, you need to ground your kid enough to know that you can hang with somebody that has more money, but don't feel like your life is less than. That's why you can't have your kids spend too much
Yeah.
time over there. It's a delicate balance, you
Right.
know. Teach them and ground them early. Hey, you know what? You know,
Right.
everybody has a different lot in life, you know.
Right. This is very important. I don't, I think that's one of the biggest issues is that a lot of parents don't teach them, probably because they are in that mindset themselves. So it's learned behavior. If they see someone that's got more money, they'll do anything. Just, hey, go over there and
Yeah.
befriend that person so we could get in. You know what I mean? So it's always that. No, I always try to teach her, it don't matter what they have. They could lose it in a second.
That's
Now
true.
what? And then next thing you know, they'll be knocking at our door wanting to stay in our little bedroom apartment. Nah, you gotta go somewhere else. Like we don't have it, So I always try to get her to understand it doesn't matter if we do have the money or not. That does not mean that we need
That's
to spend.
true.
It doesn't mean that we need to, spend it on
That's true.
these high fashion. I had to get my husband out of that too because he was always it's a thing in New York that a lot of men value the name brand stuff because for us women in that community we can go to Rainbow and stuff and make that drink look like it was $1,000,000.
Rainbow's your best
Okay,
friend when you want to floss. Ross too,
but
I ain't gonna lie.
right,
It's what you do
Ross,
with it and how you
yeah,
carry
forever,
it, okay?
right. And like Forever 21, like we have all of those at our disposal. But when it comes to the men, they don't have that. And technically to them, it's like you can see if it's cheap or not on them. And so that's why they always keep buying name brand stuff. I was like, do not in under any circumstances buy me anything name brand. I don't like it. The cut is not cool. It doesn't fit me properly. I am a different, body type. They don't have that, and on top of that, it's not necessary. Like, how long am I going to have these clothes? You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. So eventually he got out of it. And but now with having her, he definitely doesn't really think about buying anything, because it's like, nah, I ain't got it. Okay then. But he still for some reason manages to buy more sneakers. Don't know why, but he manages to buy
They love some shoes. I don't even recognize their shoes half the time, but I mean, I don't know. I just feel like the man just needs to make sure the haircut and the face looks good and a nice shirt. And to me, that's all it really does. Because you can wear the same pair of jeans, but if you have a nice shirt, you don't even really notice it. But men are really into, like those that really like sneakers are into them. But I don't be checking for people's shoes like, oh, you got the latest Jordan and stuff. Like that's never been my thing, but I think a lot more kind of urban and I don't know. I was gonna say more urban environment, but urban. I hate that term too because urban can mean either the city or it can mean black. So it's like sometimes you got to denote what exactly are people meaning when they say urban. But a lot of times,
because some of them really do believe like urban is the neighborhood instead of like urban is the black, minority, in their case, minorities. I don't really refer to us as minorities. It could be anybody because, anybody could be sitting up poor and whatnot. And, and then especially when you're going to school, child, look how many of us is poor. The minute that we go ahead and start sitting around talking about our favorite snacks and foods and stuff like that, and then it turns into this conversation of, yo, like when we be struggling trying to get those change together, this is what we be eating. And then you be like, yes, we are all struggling. Figure this part out. We are all struggling. Stop making it seem like you are more better than me in any day. It's one of the reasons why in school a lot of the kids there would like not talk to me a lot because I would always put them in their place. Why are you really getting upset? Are you upset with me or are you upset with yourself? Are you mad because you ain't got no money? Are you mad because your parents ain't around? Talk to me. Help me help you. Because if you come at me one more time, I will destroy you with just
like
words.
If you broke, just say you're broke and we can bond together being broke. But don't act like you better. That's what Winter is doing, acting like she better and getting upset because she's not on her horses. But girl, I'm like, you 16, just turned 17. I can't. I can't.
Yeah.
Acting like everything was on the up and up of how you got your dollars. I respect, I mean, to each his own. People got to make a living, do what you got to do. But I respect when it was more on the up and up of how the money was gained. But you acting like you're better than everybody else when your dollars or the dollars you were spending were not on the up and up. Talking about he employed the neighborhood into drugs. Now, what's happening with your mama? But anyway, we're going to let that one go.
Okay. Yeah.
This be a good buddy read.
Okay.
Jen says, I almost had a heart attack buying Skechers. Yeah. But you know what? I will say this. Back when I was a runner, like I'm not a big brand name person, okay? Especially when it costs a lot. I was snooty for quite a number of years of buying Kraft cheese because I thought it was the best. And I'm like, whatever. But shoes. When I was a runner for shoes, I would, for the most part, only buy Reebok. Because I remember reading Consumers Digest that Reebok and Nike were shown to be great performance shoes. Like there was science to back up why those shoes were the best. I went to Reebok; they were cheaper than Nike. I'm not a runner anymore, so I don't care that I bought some shoes from Walmart or something like that. But I would do the Reebok. But yeah, it can get expensive. I bought some Skechers in the past. Yeah. Mine get you when you try to get into name brand. They really get you, and there's a lot of alternative. It's like when you buy something.
I wore Skips. I did not. Yeah, I had the Keds, the Skips. I always had those. You would never see me walking around like in. I think I had Nike like one time, but that was because my dad ended up buying it for me. I didn't know. And then I said, "Oh Lord!" I said, "All right, I'll try wear. I'll wear these like a month or two after, and then go back to my shoes because I did not want to get jumped wearing these
Yeah.
shoes because they were like the new ones.
That sucks. You gotta think
And
about
so
that.
thankfully, yeah, you do. And thankfully I wasn't because by then it was old and nobody didn't care. So that's another reason why I did that. But yeah, no, Payless. Always went to Payless, got me the most cheapest shoes that I could find and call it a day. Never
Payless was my
worried.
spot when I
Mm-mm.
grew up. We only really shopped at Payless, and if we were trying to be fancy, maybe the mall. But Payless was it. But them cheap shoes served their purpose. They were cute. It's not like I'm running a mile or
Yeah.
nothing in them, but they were cute for what they did,
Right.
and that was it. So
Mhm.
and that's why it pissed me off in this book. This chick talked about, oh, that girl is wearing some cheap Payless shoes, and I'm like, girl, don't be talking about my spot.
Wait. In fact, I had went to a barbecue. It was a barbecue for my family that I barely get to see like every 10 years or maybe 20 years. But we went, my mom took me over there, and then one of my cousins, because they were talking about shoes, and she was like, man, yo, I had to get these shoes. And then, so from the sound of it, I was like, damn, that sounds expensive. Like, how much is these? And then, so she told me, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's expensive, girl. I can't do those. I do the $20, $40 at the most, 60 if it still looks good and whatnot. And she's like, are you serious? And I said, yes, because guess what? I'm not wearing these every day. I'm right back in my flats. My feet can only handle so much suffering. Okay. I put them on for the duration of the party. Give me an hour, 2 hours at the most. 2 hours is kind of be in flats. And if anybody has a problem with it, well, guess what? I know exactly where a club or a bar is for a happy hour and call it a day. I don't need to be here. You ask me.
That's true. That's why I don't understand why people spend so much money, especially as females. I think females have so many options to dress ourselves up, So, and we have accessories all over, So I think that spending a bunch, and to each his own, but I don't spend a lot of money on like certain things because we change it up a lot. We'll necessarily have to wear the same thing. Like if I'm trying to dress up, I make whatever I have look good. If that's not good enough for whoever I'm hanging around, then maybe that's not somebody I need to hang around with. And then Jen mentioned thrifting. While I'm not a person that normally goes to thrift stores, when I hang with people that go to them, I have a good time. Like whenever I go visit my sister down in Texas, there's a place called Texas Thrift. And I'll be like, are we going to Texas Thrift? My mom was just talking. She visited my sister. She was talking about how they went twice this week, enjoying herself, So I'm like, I love.
We just went to. That's how I was telling them in the chat. It's like they know I do my Dollar Tree shopping for her when I gotta get like kitchen stuff or I gotta get workbooks for her. Was so upset because they closed it down permanently. So now I can't go to that one as a walk, So I said, well, let's go to the thrift store, see what they have. If they have something, we'll buy. And then ended up buying a couple of board games and a couple of books and stuff for her. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. You just go in there, shop, do what you need to do, and call it a day. I just sat up there and got all of this stuff for a good $20.
Saves the landfill too.
That's keeping more money in the pocket. You know what I mean? Instead of me having to go to Target buying, a full price when I can get for $2.99, $3.90 board games and whatnot. So, child, you get it where you can get it at this point. And especially the way in all these layoffs and stuff, you better stop acting like y'all got money out here. Y'all ain't money. They have shipped everybody out. Everybody. Y'all ain't got no money. So these dollar stores and Family Dollar and all of that, y'all better get with it. I've been with it. I used to work at Family Dollar, okay? They got some good stuff.
To work.
Okay.
And there's been some expansion in the things that they have too. It's not even a dollar store anymore. It's $1.25 plus. Some place I heard it's $50 plus. I was like, oh,
I know.
hey, Paul, how you
Yeah,
doing?
it's $1.25, child.
Yeah, and then there's $3 and $5 stuff in there, so you gotta check labels in there. Before I would just be putting things in the cart.
Right,
Now I'm checking. Okay, is this really 125 or is it really 3 or 5?
right.
Be careful.
Yeah. Like even just the decorations, the holiday decorations, they got the best decorations.
Oh yeah.
Like I just be shopping up in there and just get like a whole bunch of stuff for like a good 20, $30
Yep. Shopping
and
street.
fill up the whole place with
Yep.
everything. Right. So don't be hating, but
That's
appreciate.
true. Paul says he only has one eye is working. Ooh, what happened? I've been out of the loop a little more.
Must be really
Yeah,
tired.
that's what I'm saying. I was working and I got sick. So, well, I hope that you are feeling better and that one eye does well. Maybe you need to
Right.
just rest them both. Rest them both.
You
Yeah.
gotta rest.
Jen
Yeah.
said Dollar Tree or
You
something.
gotta rest.
That's to do. I have never slept on the Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar. Those are good things to go buy. You know, one thing that people don't think about, like when you need laundry detergent, that's where Dollar General and Family Dollar go in hand for. But yeah, good time, good time.
Same.
Although they be getting expensive in recent times, I will say that. But yeah, Dollar Tree has always been a good bargain. I've introduced some people to Dollar Tree that never went there before. And I'm like, what do you mean? Some people think they better than that. And then, like, I have a friend, bless her heart, I think just her priorities have not been in order forever, which stifles her from ever living on her own. So she's, in the force and stays with her mom and probably will always be. But it's like we'll be at the Dollar Tree and she'll be like, well, I don't like these chips. I'm going to go to Whole Foods. You paid for a little box, bag of chips that would have been $1. You went next door, well, 2 doors down to Whole Foods and paid $5 for this bag. Well, I know what I like. And I'm like, girl. I was just like, okay. I was like, well, next time I'm not going to have you go. You're going to go. We were going to the beach and we're getting the snacks. So she went to Whole Foods and spent $20 on snacks to go to the beach. I spent $5. Like, okay.
Yep.
I'm going to just let you be. And he's the one that's broke all the time.
Right. And I will feel no ways.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I used to feel bad.
No, don't ever. Because then when they be like, oh, can you help me? Nah, I only got enough for myself. That's what you get.
And that's the thing.
I got enough
When we
for
would
me.
go out to dinner, because I know she's lives with her mom and I know she's broke all the time. She works. She's good about getting a job. It's just that her priorities are not in order. She's always buying some name brand stuff. Like she has her room, her childhood bedroom where she stays with her mom, and it's full of stuff. Just things. Some clothes she can't even wear that she spent tons of money on. Because your body changes. But it's like $80 bracelets, all of this stuff, right? But you go out to dinner and she has no money. I would pay for dinner when we go to the clubs. I would buy the drinks. I stopped doing that a few years ago because I felt like, excuse me, I stopped a few years ago because I realized this chick just doesn't have her priorities straight. Why am I sitting there footing the bill?
Right. Yeah, no, I can't. There's plenty of us that do that. When we know that they just be buying stuff and it's like more expensive, and we be looking at them like, yeah, no, we not buying your food. That's not how that goes. You should have been a little bit more, you need to pay attention to how much you're spending. Do not spend so much because we are not paying for you. We're not paying for
That's
you.
true.
That's not how that goes.
It's not my job to foot the bill for somebody
There's
priorities
like that.
Meanwhile, this is the same person that's calling you cheap and stuff like that. Like that's the big thing. She call me cheap. It's just ridiculous. But meanwhile, I'm paying my own bill in life. I'm not dependent on nobody else.
No,
yeah,
right?
just sickness. Jen says there are a bunch of YouTubers that show their Dollar Tree hauls. Oh yeah, I've seen that and how they make decorations and things like that. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah. Whew. Okay, girlie. I need to go eat some food.
Girl, you gonna be able to last?
I'm trying to nurse myself to help.
I know.
I went into a coughing fit there. I don't know what happened.
Well, go ahead and let's take the
Yeah,
sprint
yeah,
down.
yeah. Well, we did the two. I do the two reading sprints, and we've done that, so we're good to go. We're just chatting, so we're good.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm about to, I just only wanted to say hi to you and because we ain't seen each other
Yeah,
in
I
a minute.
appreciate you coming by. It's always good to
Mhm.
have some company.
Yeah. No. Yeah. So I was like, let me go ahead and say hi to you. And that way we could get it going. Hopefully I'll be able to come on next week.
And
Because
I'm
I'm
not
like,
next week. Hold on, let me see what
child.
my schedule is looking.
Are you
Yeah, that's what
working
I'm
next
about to
week?
check here. My schedule's been erratic, but I'm trying to get it together to where I can at least be consistent. What's today? This is February 23rd. Darn, it's already in. Nope, I'm working.
Oh,
Oh, it
you
looks
are?
like I'm working. Oh my gosh, the next week? What in the
Which one?
world? Like,
The next
yeah,
three?
2nd, 9th, and 10th. On my schedule says I'm working.
Oh, wow.
Well,
All right. I'll cover
yeah, I'll send a
for you
message
the
for
next week.
y'all.
Yeah. I'll do one of them. So that would get one. Because I think I can
Yeah,
for
I'm like
next week.
tagging on to other people's work schedule with my new job, so everything will even out at least at end of the end of March. But it's
Oh,
kind
that's
of
nice.
I'm trying to at least get some consistencies to it, but they don't care. Work don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Right? Well, make sure you take this whole week and get
Oh, I
yourself
am. I
together.
am. Ah, mm,
Because that right there doing the weekends is going to take you out.
that's true.
Mhm.
Well, I thank y'all all for coming. It's been a good morning. Got some reading done. I actually got more reading done. Maybe because I didn't work out this morning. I got more reading done, I think, than I've gotten in most Sundays. So that's good.
That's good.
That's always a
That's
good time, right?
I'm happy. It's always good. I
Well,
know.
thank you for everybody
Yeah.
for coming by, including Miss Livy and Takita. Y'all have a good morning.
Yeah.
Stay blessed, stay warm, and hydrated. Okay. Bye, y'all.